That was Judge Madondo a bit earlier on in the High Court in Pietermaritzburg. So let's get an update then from eNCA's Lethiwe Mdluli, who has an update for us from the court in Pietermaritzburg. So Lethiwe, developments inside, things not going going according to plan, at least in the early stages for Queen Sibongile. Certainly this issue around wanting to amend her papers not going her way.
Well, Thulasizwe, I won't say it comes as a surprise that the judge has ruled against this amendment. Yesterday, he did not seem to understand at all why her lawyers were not able to state clearly exactly what they were seeking for in their initial application. And he did say that this morning, the first matter that he'll be dealing with is whether those 5 marriages would be nullified or not. And of course, we've heard from the inside that he did not grant that amendment, which means that it's bad news for Queen Dlamini. But of course, I'm standing outside for now, just basically seeing what exactly is happening. And since yesterday, we saw that AmaZulu and maidens came out in their numbers to support the royal family. We had a chance to speak to the leader of the maidens yesterday, who did say that they were in support of King Goodwill Zwelithini taking the reins from his father. But we didn't have a chance to speak to AmaZulu, so they have not been very vocal about where they stand regarding this matter. But what we heard from the chanting and the singing outside yesterday, they were saying that they believe that this matter does not belong in the courts, and they do not want the courts to decide on who will be the next leader of the AmaZulu nation. But I'm now joined by another person who came out today, who's outside courts. I just want to get their views on why they're here exactly. Thulani Gamete, who is the youth coordinator for SANKO in KZN. Thulani, please just take me through why you're here, what's your interest, and just elaborate further on the whole issue that is currently happening in court.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and greetings to the viewer at home. Actually, as SANKO Congress in KwaZulu-Natal, we took a resolution in the provincial committee meeting that we will support the Zulu royal family. Not that we are trying to interfere with who must lead the Zulu nation and who must not lead. But we support them basically because we strongly believe in the Zulu monarchy, and everybody will understand that we are inspired by the interest shown by young people in the traditional leadership and also in the monarchy as a whole. We also understand that we value monarchy as a symbol of our tradition, as a symbol of our heritage, and also we also understand that monarchy is a custodian of our culture. And we strongly believe that when the Zulu monarchy is united, we understand that in every household has got their own differences, and we also understand that we cannot say no, you must come together and be united every time, but showing that unity. And we were hoping that if the Zulu monarch and the Zulu royal family, if they can be united, they can also assist in making sure that they take our country forward. We see a lot of young people stuck. Others, they are smoking munga and all those things. Others, they are staying in their street corners. But when these Zulu people are united, and the only people who can make it sure that these people are united, it's only the Zulu monarchy, because everybody understands and respects the monarchy of Zulus.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much.
So that was Thulani Gamete, who is the provincial coordinator for SANKO Youth, just basically stating why they are here supporting the royal family. There are a lot of supporters that came out, but the AmaZulu and maidens have not arrived yet. We understand that they're on their way. They did arrive late even yesterday. They were being bussed in from different areas or different places within the province to Thulasizwe. But of course, we'll also be hearing from those matters, those other 2 matters, those applications that were brought forward by, I understand, the 2 daughters of Queen Dlamini. We do know that they are seeking to have the will. Also, they were questioning the will or the signatures within that will, and we will be hearing on that matter as well and see what the judge decides.
Yeah, and the stakes couldn't be higher there, Lethiwe. Also, including the pronouncements that have been made by the AmaZulu Prime Minister, Inkosi Mangosuthu Buthelezi, basically discouraging people from coming out in their numbers to be outside to support King Misuzulu, not for any other reason other than the fact that he says that it doesn't make sense in the current context of COVID-19. But people are eager to be there and have proximity to the proceedings and to show their support.